Okay, welcome to the third activity in the Clay Center. This is how to make something using slabs. Slabs are flat, pancake-like pieces of clay that we can cut shapes out of. We can stack them on top of each other to make a project. Things you will need: rolling pin. I don't have one of those. So I'll show you how to do it without this, especially those who are at home maybe that might not have this available. I'll show you how to do it without. You'll need a needle tool or something to cut with. Firm brush is optional. You can skip that. 2 measuring sticks. That goes with the rolling pin. So if we're not using a rolling pin, then we're not using those. A cup of slip. And if you're at home, you're going to use water and 1 piece of clay. Okay. If you're at home using Play-Doh, you can use water. If you're using modeling clay, you can use water. Salt dough clay, you can use water, and you'll get kind of the same idea. Okay, I have my piece of clay. I'm going to start by patting it flat. It says flip, so it doesn't stick. So I pat, and then I'm going to flip. And I'm trying to keep an even thickness. Sometimes when we're patting, we tend to make the edges of our clay very thin, and then the middle is thick. So just be aware of that. That we're trying to make it all the same thickness all the way around. I'm using the heel of my hand. When you pat like this, it makes this clapping noise that's unnecessary. And also, that's not a very flat surface that you're creating to flatten your clay with. Okay. We will do this until our clay is about a 1/4 inch thick, or about the thickness of a crayon. Okay, so if I put my crayon up next to the edge of my clay, I can see I'm very, very close. I'm going to stop here. That's about the same width as a crayon. Just flattening. Okay, making sure it's not stuck. Good. Then, that was steps 2 and 3. So now we're ready to move on to step 4. You're going to cut out the outline of any shape that you would like. In my example, I chose pizza. This time I'm going to choose a party hat. Kind of the same shape as pizza. So I'm just going to do a simple triangle. Okay, then with the remaining clay that you have left over, you can cut out decorations for your party hat. So I want a flower on the top, so I'm going to cut out a flower shape. I want a center for that flower, so I'm going to make a circle. I would like some stripes on my party hat, so I'm going to cut some straight lines. And I want some ruffles at the bottom. So this next one, I'm going to do a ruffled cloud line. Okay. So I'll take one of these out. And sometimes when you cut things, they don't have very clean edges. So I kind of like to go back and use my fingers. I'm kind of squeezing this to make it a little bit thinner. And cleaning up those cut edges so they look a little bit nicer, neater. Okay, I want this to go on the edge of my party hat. So I'm going to size it up how much I need, cut off any extra. Now, to attach these two pieces, looks like a piece of pie right now. I can't just stick this to this. This will not stay very well, and I'm not going to use that dragging method, or else I won't be able to see my design. So instead, you're going to flip over the decoration piece and do what we call scoring. Here you see I have a picture of a fork doing this job that works really good because it has four prongs on it that act like a rake, whereas this one only has one prong. So if you use a fork, that might go by a little bit faster, but these pieces are super small, so it's okay for me to be using a needle tool instead. And then I also need to score where it's going. So both pieces that are being stuck together need scoring. Then the second part is to add some slip on top. Here at school, we have slip containers. Let me go grab one. They look like this. And inside, you'll see some really watery, goopy clay. Okay, just watered down clay that's almost the consistency of like frosting. Okay, this is what we call slip. It acts like glue for clay. If you're at home, regular water will work just fine. So I'm going to get some goopy slip here and tap a little bit onto my score marks. Why don't I want to smooth it on here? Because that would erase the score marks, and we need those. So I'm just doing tappy tap, 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 tap. Good. I don't want too much, just like regular glue. I don't need it oozing everywhere. Okay, and then we match up our score lines and give it a little wiggle, jiggle. And what's happening is those score lines are going together like a zipper. Okay, and then if you are doing something on the edge like I am, you'll see this kind of yucky seam left over. So you can use your finger and clean that up. So it looks nice and finished, like it's all one piece. Beautiful. Okay, then you can add your other pieces. It's going to be way too thick of a stripe, so I'm going to cut this in half. Okay, now I'll score, oops, sorry. There we go. Then I'll score these little stripies, now that I have them the size I need them, and add those on. Okay, hopefully you get the idea of how to slip and score using slab so that you can make your own clay slab project. Again, I will need to see this when you are finished, and it will go in the recycling when you're done because it's just a practice. Okay? All right, have fun.